damn thing needs to update. This damn computer needs to update and get me going. Pardon me while I break out my southern accent. I sound like an idiot, but I don't really care. I know somebody was in here, and then they vanished. They were here, and then they were gone. What's up, Sick? Oh, Claudia, how are you? Gonna speak in a Scottish accent for a moment. Hope you guys are doing okay. What's going on, Tuner and Jeremiah? If you stream it, they will come. Oh my gosh, Tuner! What the hell is going on there, brother? Oh my gosh, laddie! This damn computer needs to update and get me online, because I need to talk to you guys. What's going on, H&H? Pardon me while I sip my Caribbean coffee. Cheers, gentlemen. My my redneck's on point, believe me, because I know a lot of people from the South, and I've been told by a lot of my friends from the South that I can speak with a Southern accent, and I can almost sound like I'm from around there. So apparently, I'm pretty good at mimicking accents and stuff like that. Hey, oh, Jeremiah, you didn't know I was bald? Whoa! Apparently, you haven't watched my hairstyling video. I have the I keep I keep telling friends of mine I have the Gettysburg, North versus South. What's going on, Top Wolf? My hair and I were fighting, so it left me. No, I'm bold on top. I prefer that terminology, believe me. I'm blinding me, Mr. Shane. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. All right, so my computer is finally coming up, so maybe I can start handing out some blue wrenches here. So just give me a minute. Cheers to those of you who have any drink that you're drinking. So Bike Week 2017 is almost in the books. Thank God it's almost over. This Bike Week has been no Bike Week is not over yet, Jeremiah. We still have tomorrow. What's going on, Frankie? This whole Bike Week has been a total shit show. Rusted, actually, the meeting didn't go too bad. It was pretty much just like a clarification of some things that had happened, and that we were on mandatory overtime for the time being, and that essentially he wanted to make sure that no more incidents were going to occur, which we reassured him. Nothing is going to happen. I guarantee it. So far, actually, we have had a really, really good week. It's been frustrating and very difficult, but it's been a great week. We have had a lot of really, really good reviews from out of town customers that we have helped. that our other dealerships have not been able to help, and that we were able to do so, even though we are the smallest dealership in our network. So that felt really good. Yeah, Rusted, that stuff makes you really, really nervous when it happens. You know, he comes out with no preface whatsoever and just said, you know, I need you guys in early tomorrow. We're gonna have a meeting in my office, and the other service writer and I are like, oh shit, we're both fired. Thank you very much, Emery. I appreciate it. But yeah, we've had a lot of difficulties this whole week, but we have really pulled together as a team. I'm really proud of what my dealership team has done this week. In particular, my service guys. My service department has really pulled together this week, and we have just about pulled off the impossible. Like, we got so many good reviews from customers this week that I'm really, really proud of these guys. And I know that, some of them are proud of me, but I keep having to tell them that, I'm just the guy on the phone. And when the customer comes in, these guys are the ones that really shine, the guys out back. It really is, Rusted. Like, we had a guy come in today from he's from New York, and his normal dealership is down in New York. He usually deals with Empire Harley Davidson down in New York. And he came in today and he had an issue with his rear speakers that were an add-on to his bike. They were a dealer installed accessory, and the guy was having a problem with those. And no other dealership was able to get him in today, but we were able to. We got him in at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, which means we only had 2 hours to look at his bike. What's going on, Nathan? Thank you, Frankie. I appreciate it. So we got this guy in at 3 o'clock. We only had 2 hours left in the day. We got this guy in at 3 o'clock, having some trouble with his add-on rear speakers that were a dealer installed accessory. And the thing was that none of the accessory speaker stuff that he had installed was registered on his VIN number, so none of it was going to be covered by his extended service plan. And I told this guy, I said, look, let's get this thing in. I explained to him the whole thing about Harley has what they call a custom coverage program, which is dealer installed accessories that are installed within 60 days of vehicle purchase. They get filed with the sales warranty registration process with their VIN number. So it's covered under the 2-year warranty. Excellent, Nathan. Those are awesome pry bars. You're really going to like them. So anyway, I explained to him that whole process, and that finally made him understand why that stuff wasn't going to be covered under his extended service plan, because it wasn't registered at time of vehicle purchase or within 60 days. So it wasn't covered under his vehicle warranty, and it wasn't covered under his extended service plan. So what I told him was, I said, look, let's get the bike in here anyway. We can find out what's wrong, and if it's anything that was original to the vehicle, not a dealer installed accessory, I said, I can push that through. I can get your extended service plan to cover it. If not, I said, at least we'll know what's going on. You'll have an electronic record. You can take it back to your original dealership of purchase, which is Empire Harley. And I said, you can say, hey, WTF, you guys need to pay for this. So the guy was like, okay, let's see what we can find out. So we bring the bike in. We end up finding out that there's a connector that goes into his saddlebags that connects to his speakers. And for some reason, the connector was screwed up. We were able to fix it. And I told the guy, listen, I said, technically this should not be covered under your extended service plan. I said, but I know how to make a warranty claim stand on its ear and dance a jig. So I said, I can push this through. So we took care of this guy for a $50 deductible. We fixed his speakers so that he actually had tunes going all the way home to New York. The guy was at the service counter when we were cashing him out, and he was talking about like, oh, I've dealt with these guys a bunch of times. I spent a bunch of money with them, and I've brought my buddies in there, and they bought a couple of motorcycles. And as soon as he said that, I said, hey, next time you're in the market for a bike, I said, I know we're a long drive away, but we'd be happy to talk to you. And the guy paused for a moment, and he looked me in the eye, and he said, Me and my buddy are both thinking about new bikes at some time in the near future, and you guys may be worth the drive up. So, a traveler who lives like 8 hours away, I was good to this guy. I got him covered. And through that, I think we're going to end up getting at least 2 motorcycle sales out of that. So, if you guys are ever working in the service industry, I don't care how far away a customer lives, you do the right thing and it pays off. That's right, tuner. You do the right thing and it ends up coming out on the good side. So today was a good day. Today was a really good day. We also we picked up a Canadian customer who was like 40 miles away, brought that bike back to the dealership, and we got this guy on the road, and it only ended up costing him $200. And this guy is going to send a shit ton of good emails to Harley Davidson and tell him that we are doing our job right. And here's a little tip for you guys. Not many people know this. Harley Davidson has what they call a bar and shield program. Harley's bar and shield. Nathan, I am in southern New Hampshire or southern Maine. So Harley Davidson has what they call their bar and shield program. And their bar and shield program is to rank their dealerships in the United States. There are over 600 dealers, almost 700 in the U.S. And Harley Davidson ranks their dealers not just on the number of vehicles sold, but they rank them on something called CXI, which is the Customer Experience Index. So they're always doing reviews and sending out. They're always sending out surveys to their customers, both their new bike customers and their parts customers. It's CXI, so Customer Experience Indicator. So they're always sending out these surveys to their customers for parts purchases, general merchandise purchases, motorcycle purchases, service warranty work, etc. The whole 9 yards. It used to be done just on new vehicle sales, which our dealership is so small because we're only 15,000 square feet. We were never really that high up. But like 4 or 5 years ago, Harley Davidson changed their parameters, so now it includes everything, and it has nothing to do with the volume. It all has to do with how satisfied people are with dealing with their dealerships. That's right, tuner. It can work against you or it can work for you. What's going on? Frank M. Tech into his house. So our entire dealer network, we have 3 dealers in our dealer network, all owned by the same company. And in our dealer network, we have made an extreme effort to be very customer focused. We put customers first. So we always try to do that, and we try to focus on the CXI score. Because as I keep telling people, I don't want the sale. I want your business. I want you to keep coming back. So our CXI scores have consistently been high. And there are 4 levels to Harley Davidson's Bar and Shield program. There's bronze, silver, gold, and platinum. For the last 2 years, our dealership has been gold status, which means that we're in the top 27 dealerships in the country. Last year, up until the last 2 weeks of the year, we were number 5 in the country, which would have put us in platinum status. But somebody snuck up on us at the end of the year and they bumped us out. So we were gold again. This year, so far, we're in June. We are number 3 in the country. Think about how much work that takes and what kind of customer satisfaction you need to put through to people, that you need to get from people to get that kind of a result. We are number 3 in the country, and our dealership is 15,000 square feet. The mothership of our other 2 dealerships in our dealer network are 64,000 square feet and 66,000 square feet. We are a 15,000 square foot dealership, and we are number 3 in the country. So it doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter how small you are. It doesn't matter how much money you are pulling in. If you guys do what you do and do it well, if you make happy customers, that will make you excel. Your business will go nowhere but up. Exactly, tuner. It is not your. It's not the size. It's how you service your customers. It's how good you make your customers feel. And I am pulling in customers from New York, from 8 hours away. I am making customers drive past 15 dealerships to come to me to buy a motorcycle. Think about that. So today was a good day. Yeah, that's what she said. Thanks, Rustin. Goddamn, I gotta start making some blue wrenches in here. Jemiah, you've been in here for a hot minute. That's right, tuner. In the words of LL Cool J, today was a good day. Jeremy, I have Caribbean coffee. This particular cup is Kraken rum and coffee. That's right, Frank. You got to make your business grow. That's good to hear, Nathan. That's a good dealership. Stick with those guys because they're worth it. Eric O from South Main Auto, I don't know him personally, but I have seen his channel a couple of times. Yeah, Ice Cube, whatever. Ice Cube, Ice T, whatever. Thank you very much, Emery. I appreciate it. It has taken a long time and a lot of training, but yeah, I've got some pretty good business acumen. Yes, Frank, we already established that that's from Ice Cube. I got that. Thanks. That's right, Scott. You need great people all around in the dealership. Every single one of your employees all need to pull together and they need to be focused on the same goal. You bet, Jeremiah. You're worth it, man. You deserve it. Coupons are good, Nathan. I really like coupons. But probably my favorite thing about my favorite part of making my customers feel good is when they come in and I help them by doing something that most dealerships won't. That's the thing that really makes me feel good. I appreciate that, Rustin. Thank you. That's right, Frank. If everybody is working together, the shop will go far. And we are a really small dealership. We are only 15,000 square feet. We only have about 25 employees, but we're number 3 in the country. That's huge. Yeah. Thanks, Jemiah. Frank Amtech, customer service is not going downhill if people like you and me make it go uphill. We need to bring back good customer service. Enough of these dealerships that are like the old dealerships that are like, fuck you, and you come in the door and they growl at you. That doesn't fly these days. Jeremy, I've switched vendors due to bad service too. Our dealership has. Our dealership has switched several vendors due to bad service. Exactly, Scott. Good service, good customer service is worth it, even if it costs you a little more. I have customers like I used to work at a different dealership in our network. I used to work at the one on the coast of New Hampshire, and we have a in that area. There's a lot of customers that have a lot of money. There's a lot of very very particular customers. I had a customer like because of me. This customer became a priority prepaid maintenance customer of ours. He paid $3,000 for a prepaid maintenance package through us, and he drove to our dealership for all of his service. Not just like his regular routine maintenance, but even for like repairs. for accessory install work. That guy drove to our dealership, even though he lived in southern Connecticut. So the drive for him was 3 hours. That guy drove to our dealership because of the service that I gave him. Because he liked me and because I was honest with him and because I treated him better than everybody else did. He went like he had a noise coming from his bike. He took the bike to his home dealership. They put it up on a lift. And they said, "Hey, you're missing some footboard hardware, and your footboard is your right side footboard is rattling around. We get the parts. We can fix it right now." He says, "Nope, take it off the lift. I'm taking it up to Seacoast." He says, "They're the only ones who touch my bike because of that guy." That's what I'm talking about, Frank. And I don't know if you missed it, Frank, but I had a customer come in today, and he wasn't a customer of ours. The guy is from New York. He's from like fairly close to you. He goes to Empire Harley Davidson down in New York. And this guy had been dealing with this dealership for a long time. He'd had a bunch of accessories done on his bike, and he brought in all his buddies, and he sold the bikes to them, like he sold bikes through them. And this guy came into us, and there was something that they screwed up on, and I took care of this guy. Even though I didn't have to, and even though it could potentially blow up in my face, I took care of this guy because I know I can push it through. And because of that, he says he doesn't like his dealership anymore. And his next motorcycle purchase, he may drive up to see us because of me. Nathan, if you're paying $186 for a 1,000 mile service, you need to keep going there. Holy shitballs, that's cheap. 1,000 mile service at my dealership is $380. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Frank. Yes, Nathan. The 1K service is not cheap. That's about 2 hours of labor. Jeremy, 1K service is the first service on a Harley Davidson motorcycle. And that's when everything stretches and wears in the most that it's going to in the life of the vehicle. 1K service, they do full clutch adjustment. If the bike has throttle and idle cables, they adjust and lube those. Check the steering head bearings. Check the torque on all the critical chassis fasteners. Check the charging system. Check electrical connections. Check for digital tech trouble codes. Change the engine oil and filter, primary fluid, transmission fluid. Check all your electrical connections again. They check the axle torque. They check your brake pads, brake rotors, check your tire tread depth, check your tire pressures, etc., etc. It's about 2 hours worth of work. I mean, it's like, and that's the most critical service in the life of the bike. So the 1K service is like that's a lot of work involved. Tuner, I really like tuned Harleys. However, Harley Davidson does not like tuned Harleys anymore because they got their pee slapped by the EPA and they can no longer manufacture the Harley Davidson Super Tuner, which means that all of their accessory engine packages that are not flagged as 50 state legal, they don't make tuning packages for them anymore. So you can install the parts, you just can't tune them. Jeremiah, do it, man. Nathan, that won't change your first service, but you are definitely going to want to at least consider getting that thing tuned. What's going on, Andrew? Yes, Lone Star. There are a lot of codes on Harleys nowadays. Good, Nathan. At least you tuned it because that's the important thing. But doing an air cleaner and mufflers, that's not going to change your 1K any. As long as it's been like, as long as you bump the fuel up a little bit, bike should run fine. Shouldn't have any issues. That's pretty good, Scott. Yeah. Good luck with that, Jeremy. That's, woo. Speaking of beer, Rusted, I need a beer. So you guys hold here and talk amongst yourselves. Be all verklempt. I'm gonna go get a beer. I'll be right back. No, Aaron Emery, I only have the one bike. The other motorcycle that's in my garage is my neighbor's bike. Ah, the wonders of having a draft beer system in your kitchen. Yeah, Tuner. Life is good. Life is good. Cheers, Tweet. Emery, it's a home brewed craft beer. Frank, as long as you can do something for her, that's what matters. Nice, Nathan. I've got a 1991 Sportster 1200. Cheers, Jemiah. Yes, Tuner, I brew. This is a homebrewed IPA, or actually double IPA, Belgian style. That's right. Beat that like button like a sword dick. Yeah, Tuner, I've only got one beer on tap right now, but I have two more batches that I'm about to brew. One of which is a brown ale, and the other one is a Kolsch. So I'll have more beers on tap here pretty quick. I bet she is, Frank. Like I said, man, you treat your customers right and they come back. See you later, Andrew. Have a good day. Happy Father's Day. Jeremiah, no comment. Yes, indeed. That's right, Frank. Happy Father's Day to all you guys. If you are fathers, happy Father's Day to you. Very true, Rusted. I need to buy some ingredients. So I hope all you guys have been having a good week. Mine so far has been frustrating, but really good. It's been a tough week, especially like, being without my service manager all week this week has been difficult. But we're managing, we're doing okay. And actually, we're doing better than okay. We're doing really good. Jeremiah, it only started raining here yesterday. Yes, Tuner, our shop is climate controlled. Nice, sick with it. That is very true, Emery. Life can be frustrating. Jeremy, that's dealing with the public, man. I can't even count the number of people I wanted to punch in the throat this week, but I don't. It's amazing that I am so good at customer service considering the fact that I really don't like people. Beer cures much. Air conditioning and heated floors, isn't that counterproductive? Yeah, yeah, Jeremy. Some of our employees are difficult to deal with, and I have to tell them to go away frequently. Jeremiah, I work at a dealership that is part of a 3 dealership network, and it is a multi-million-dollar company. So yeah, we've got AC. We open the doors all the time. As long as if the temperature's in like the 70s, we open the door all the time. See you soon, sick with it. Nice, Josh. Josh has been around for a hot minute. Let's give him a blue ridge. You have been knighted, Josh Leduc. Broke the wheel off a $10,000 zero-turn mower and said he hit something? Jesus Christ. Remotes cost too much for a Mercedes dealership? Are you kidding me? Somebody needs to get slapped at that dealership. God damn. Remotes cost too much. It's a fucking Mercedes dealership. If you work at a Mercedes dealership and they can't afford a remote control for the garage door, you might be a redneck. Frank, you are a high end car. I gotta start doing some like oil changes and brake pad changes in my garage. I gotta do some kind of side hustle, man. I'm just not making enough money. Frank M. Tech would probably welcome the help. Absolutely, Lone Star. You've been around for a hot minute, man. You deserve it. Frank, just don't start working with Ferrari, man, because that's a fucking headache you just don't need. Working on Yugos. What's up, Jason? Yeah, Jeremy, we get those in all the time. Jason Cole, you've been around for a hot minute. Let's make you a.
Jason Cole, you have been knighted with the blue wrench.
You bet, man. Frank, you're going to work on Ferraris? What is wrong with you? Nathan, best sounding pipes on a Harley, well, it depends on the year. What year and what model are you talking about? Because it varies. If you're talking about a Sportster, hmm, probably the Vance and Hines Twin Slash. Frank M. Tech, you work on motorcycles? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, we're all broke. Hey, Frank, I'll come to work for you, work on motorcycles. Let me know, man. Vance and Hines short shots. Oh, man, those are fucking loud. Holy shit. Vance and Hines short shots on a Sportster, not only are they loud, but they have that high pitched crack sound. Motherfucker, that hurts my ears. If you put the quiet baffles in the Vance and Hines short shots, they actually sound pretty good. Nathan, try the quiet baffles in the Vance and Hines short shots, and I think you might be like pleasantly surprised because they actually sound really good. They still got plenty of noise when you get on them, but at idle you can like at idle and actually even when you have the throttle on, you can still talk to somebody. Tuner, I don't test ride any of the bikes, but the technicians, yeah, they'll test ride on rainy days because they all have rain gear. Frank, let me know, man. I'm telling you, I'll come work for you. I'll work on bikes. I know how to work on that shit. Hey Frank, I will bolt extended swing arms and wide tire kits on Hayabusas all day long. We'll make a fucking killing. I swear to God. You know I'm you know I'm right. How many Hayabusas have you seen in your area with extended swing arms and wide tire kits? See, you know I'm right. Tuner, I have a 1991 Sportster 1200. What's up, Matt Nixon? Hey, I've seen you around for a while. You've been around for a hot minute. You're getting a blue wrench.
Welcome to the Blue Wrench Mafia. You have been knighted.
Oh, Snap on is awful. God damn, they're so expensive. Emery, I have thought about doing that quite a few times. I just don't have the money right now. See, that's what I'm talking about, Frank. Down in that area, Everybody's got the stretched wide tire Hayabusa. We could make a killing doing that. Jeremy, all the parts are in. I'm waiting for a day off that I can actually work on it because I need to use a couple of the specialty tools at the shop. So on Monday, the day after bike week ends, I am going into work. I'm putting the Sportster up on a lift. I got to swap out the needle bearings on the main drive gear, and then I can start putting everything back together. What's going on, Garrett? Garrett Arnie is in the house. He is a Harley tech. That guy is awesome. I like you, Garrett. You know what I'm talking about. OSO, I've only owned this house for 2.5 years. Refinancing my mortgage would do me no good. Yes, Lone Star. Honda does make bikes with a V6. Garrett, bike week is almost over. One more day. If I had any hair, I would be tearing it out. Tuner, I would probably build a bobber from the ground up. Like not just a bobber. I would probably build a flat tracker, like a flat track style from the ground up. I would love having one of those, like flat track cafe racer style. And what I've wanted to build for a long time is I've wanted to build a cafe racer out of a Yamaha XS 650, or I'm sorry, a Yamaha XS 750 or 850 triple. That would be an awesome motorcycle. I love the sound of the Yamaha XS triples. They sound so good. Nathan, if you're looking for a decent bike to build a bobber, look at the Japanese standard motorcycles from like the 70s and 80s. They're cheap, they're plentiful, and they make great bobbers. Nice, Jeremy. That's awesome. Yes, Nathan. Late 80s Hondas are good, but make sure you look at like the CBs. Not so much their V twin styles. The V twin, the Magna's okay. The Magna's a fast bike, but it's hard to make into a bobber. The CB style bikes are really, really easy to chop into a bobber motorcycle. Really easy. Frank M Tech, I'm broke and just drive my car until I die. I will admit, Garrett, that Honda Magna V4 sounds really good, and holy shit balls, does that thing make power. Nathan, what kind of a Yamaha 750? Yeah, one of my cousins used to have a Honda Magna V4. Which one was it? It was the bigger one of the two. He had the big Honda Magna. I think it was an 1100cc, and god damn, that thing would wheelie like fucking crazy. God damn, was that bike powerful. Yeah, one of my coworkers just bought from us. Somebody traded in a Honda CB 750 custom, and he bought it for like $100. I'm like, dude, I fucking hate you right now. Oh, Garrett, there are so many bikes I want to own, brother. And most of them are not Harley Davidsons. I want a CB750. I want a Yamaha XS850. I want a Norton 850 Commando. I want a BSA Lightning. Oh, hey, dude, I love Triumph, man. You kidding me? Yes, Frank. Norton 850 Commando. Awesome bike. That's true, Garrett. I don't have anywhere near enough time to name the number of bikes that I want. I can't even like my off the top of my. I would have to make a list, and it would take me days to list them all. There are so many motorcycles that I want for my collection. I'd be like, oh my blah 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 blah. Nice, Frank. Cheers, guys. Yeah, Nathan, 90s Sportsters are plentiful and they're pretty cheap. And they are really, really easy to turn into bombers. Exactly, Gary. Like if I was gonna do a touring bike, I would probably buy a Harley because I really like the Harley touring bikes. In particular, I really like the new Milwaukee 8 is great. I really like the new suspension on the Harley touring bikes. So if I was gonna do a touring bike, probably a Harley. The rest of the bikes that I would want to own, like if I were just gonna do like a top six, I don't like maybe a Sportster, but other than that, the other four I would probably do non Harley. I would probably do like an XS 850, Norton 850 Commando. Um, what else would I think about? Kawasaki Vulcans are nice. I haven't ridden the Voyager yet. I want to ride one. I've always, honestly, God, I've always liked Kawasaki's. Nah, I don't want a Spider. I would probably want. Garrett, I know you'll appreciate this. One of my top three motorcycles that I want to own is a 2004 to 2005 Kawasaki ZX-10R. You know what I'm talking about. The Widowmaker. Nathan, the Street Bob is a really nice bike, and it is the cheapest V twin. It's the cheapest big twin that we own, that we make. That's a great bike. Yes, Garrett, the ZX-10R from 2004 to 2005. That bike weighs and has the wheelbase of a ZX6R, so it's like a 600cc chassis with 185 horsepower at the rear wheel. Incidental second gear roll on sit down wheelies all day long. Ah, 18 participants, 18 likes. I like this. That's right, Rusted. I deal with high end clientele, and they are the toughest to get money out of. What's going on, Con? You have been around for a hot minute, so I am giving you a blue wrench.
Con 443, you have been knighted with the blue wrench.
Yes, Nathan, I like the H2R from Kawasaki, but from what I understand, the longevity, like the reliability of them, is not really great. I gotta hit the head. I will be right back. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm over Clint. I'll be right back. Bow. All right, I have returned, gentlemen. Catch up on comments here. See what some of you guys are seeing. Don't break the seal, Harley. Too late, sucker. Frank M. Tech, if you open a bike repair shop, you tell me. Because I might move to New Jersey. Yeah. Frank, you work enough, brother. You work too much. Hey, Frank, do you know if there's anybody around you that does motorcycle inspections? Because that might be a way to, like, put your toes into the water for the motorcycle market without actually investing a whole lot. Thank you, Tuner. Have a good night. Thank you for shop. Thank you for coming in and participating in the chat. Oh, Triumph Thruxton R. Oh, and a WR 450. Oh, mother, you're good, Garrett. Frank M. Look into going to a course for motorcycle inspection license. If you can get your motorcycle inspection license, it's a good way to dip your toes into the market and see what the interest is without having a whole lot of investment. It's worth a shot. Like, look into it. Which one, Garrett? The whole list or just one in particular? Oh, tell me about it, Garrett. The two I want the most from that list that you were talking about, I want a Thruxton R and I want a WR 450. All right, Frank, go eat dinner, man. Goddamn late for you eating dinner. You work too late. See you later, Frank. Thank you for coming in. You know I love you, brother. Yeah, supermotos are awesome. Those are great. My service manager has a KTM 690 supermoto. What a great bike that is. Oh, tell me about it, Garrett. Hey, Garrett, how about the price of a CVO bike? Huh? How much could you get for one of those fuckers? Oh, so I really like that box, man. I'm still not a huge fan of the layout of the bottom box, but I'm living with it, and the top box is fantastic. Oh, absolutely, Garrett. You can get so many fucking bikes for the price of a CVO. Nathan, Kawasaki 250 what? God damn, my fucking head is huge. Look at this thing, man. It's the fucking Death Star. That's a pretty good list, Lone Star, although I'm not really a big fan of the F40. True story, Garrett. Let me see. So for me, let me see. For me, a top five list. That's kind of tough, but let's see what I can do. Oh 04 to oh 05 ZX10R. Um, honestly, I would probably keep my 91 Sportster 1200 because that's just a fucking fun bike. That thing is hilarious to ride. So good. Um, Norton Commando 850. Let's see. Kawasaki Eliminator ZL900, 84 or 85. Sorry, the first year they came out. What would be the last one for me for a top five? Sure. Probably a WR 450. Sorry, there was a car creeping past my house at like 1 mile an hour. Fuck away from my house. Hey Garrett, what I would probably do is I would probably buy the WR450 and keep one set of off-road wheels and tires and one set of supermoto wheels and tires. You know I'm right. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna check this fucking drive-by, bring out my pistol, be like, motherfucker, get out of here! Ah, they're down the bottom of the hill. See, Garrett, you know I'm right. Nathan, listen to what I'm telling you, man. Nathan, get yourself a Yamaha WR450. Get one set of off-road wheels and tires and one set of supermoto wheels and tires. Best of both worlds. OSO, I got no wife to ditch. Burp, burp. DRZ 400 would be good too. However, I think honestly, if I was going to do that, I would probably get the DR 650. Or maybe actually XR 650. Because I always preferred the Honda over the Suzuki as far as the 650s were concerned. Nathan, don't get a KTM. They are fucking expensive as shit. Holy shit balls. My service manager had a KTM 300 and he just blew up the top end and it cost him almost $3,000. Just to give you an idea. I know, where is Bob? What about Bob? And not the movie. What's up, Marcello? Baldy in his house. Boo! Yeah, Nathan, the KTMs, they're not just expensive to buy, they are super expensive to work on. And they are hard to find parts for. Cheers, guys. Arctic Cobra. You've been around for a while, man. You've been around for a hot minute. You're getting a moderator.
Arctic Cobra, you have been knighted with the blue wrench.
Jeremy, my streams are not huge. I've only got 17 guys in here. But I have 23 likes, which is good. Yes, Garrett, KTMs are maintenance heavy, like Harley Davidsons. Shocking. You bet, Arctic. You've been around for a hot minute, man. You deserve it.
And of course, I have to use my deep voice. You have been knighted. The blessing of the blue wrench has been bestowed upon you. The Death Star has spoken. Dun 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 dun.
Yes, Nathan. KTM is like a Harley. Everything is expensive. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Harleys are easy-ish maintenance, but if you take it to a dealership, it's going to cost you money. If you do it yourself, you got to do a lot of maintenance, but it's fairly inexpensive. OSO, I'll be honest, I really want a Harley Scrambler 250. As weird as that sounds, I really want one. Jeremy, I really dig Colden's live streams. What's up, Beer Stud? What's that, Garrett? The Harley the Harley SX 250 Scrambler. Have you ridden one of those? Oh, nice! I so want to ride one of those things. They look like fun. Marcello, he doesn't talk to me much either. I mean, he and I text back and forth, but when I'm in Colden's live streams, he doesn't normally say shit to me. He gets a lot of guys in his streams, which is cool. I really like Colden. I think he deserves to get better. I think his channel deserves to get big. Yeah, I'll bet, Garrett, because those things fucking smoke like crazy. Good old two smoke. Yeah, I know, Jeremy. I was really sad to hear about that. I have put enough dogs down to know how bad that really feels. Very true, Rustin. Suzuki. Here's the thing, Garrett. Suzuki RMs, they're fucking everywhere. They're everywhere. How often do you see a Harley Davidson SX 250? You never see them. So it's like a fucking unicorn bike. What the fuck is that? It's a dirt bike with a Harley Davidson barn shield. Where the fuck did that come from? That makes all of us, I think, also. Yes, Garrett. The Suzuki smokes way less than the Harley. The tolerances of the Harley Davidsons were a bit on the loose side, shall we say? See you later, Jeremy. Hey, Garrett, I think the Harley SX 250 would probably benefit from an oversized piston in a stock bore. Just a thought. Yeah, yeah, they were still on the loose side. An XR 1200. That's what it's called when you mix a Harley and a crotch rocket. If you don't believe me, look it up. Actually, when you mix a Harley and a crotch rocket, it's called a Buell. They're not around anymore, but they were all right. Marcello, when you mix a dirt bike and a Harley, it's called an SX 250 Scramble. Oh, Garrett. Hey, what's going on, Cummins? Garrett, you'll like this one. We took in a 96 Heritage Deluxe today. The Heritage Nostalgia. Not technically the Deluxe. At the time, it was still the Heritage Nostalgia. and the guy had an aftermarket rear wheel on the thing. And the aftermarket rear wheel had wheel bearings that were so fucking small, I wouldn't trust them on a mountain bike. And the guy had been like, he had, on a way down to us, he'd been experiencing some like rear end slop and wobble. And he comes in, and on the right side of the wheel, the bearing was so blasted. There were only 3 balls left in it, and they had worn a bunch of grooves in the not only the inner bearing race, but they also wore a bunch of grooves in the center tube spacer, like the wheel sleeve. There were like 4 grooves worn in that, and also in the inside of the hub of the wheel. And I was like, dude, just throwing this out there, but your wheel is wasted. Your bearings are wasted. All of your spacers are wasted. Like, your whole fucking wheel assembly is gone, and we're going to have to replace it because I wouldn't trust this from the door here to the stop sign, which is 150 yards away. Exactly. People wonder why we say don't get aftermarket. Dude, Garrett, the wheel, like the bearing was this big around. The entire bearing, inner race, outer race, and all the bearings and like the whole assembly for the sealed bearing was that big. Like his entire rear wheel bearing on both sides was 1.5 inches across. Think about that, Garrett. Whoa! No, bad. What's going on, Ken the Lawn Guy?
Ken the Lawn Guy, you have been knighted with the blue wrench.
Yeah, so I can't really it's gonna take me a while to find a Harley wheel, so I got this aftermarket wheel on the shelf. We can just put it on, you'll be fine for 600 miles. Fucking morons. I don't get it.
Oh, I don't want to keep a Harley wheel hanging around.
Really? Yeah. Nice, Ken. Hey, Ken, if you want, I can take your blue wrench away. That's fine, man. You know, whatever. Let me know. Whoa, my phone just went up. I can feel my phone through my whole table. Marcello, I have had a couple of Caribbean coffees. I have had a couple of home crafted beers. Welcome back, Nick. And I've got 18 watchers and 26 likes. I like this.
Harley Adam likes this.
Yeah. Rusted, do you put it between your legs?
I refuse to answer that question on the grounds that my answer may tend to incriminate.
Cheers, guys. Have a good night, Lone Star. Thank you for coming in. Marcello, yes, I own my house by myself. I pay all my own bills. My income is the only income in this house. It's difficult, but I get it done. And I have nobody to answer to, which means I can buy tools, I can buy motorcycles, I can buy boats, and nobody can say shit. Marcello, I plead the fifth. I may not be wearing pants right now. You wouldn't know it. Yes, Garrett, the Magnum 5 wheels are really nice. They rusted. Eat well, stay fit, die anyway. OSO, sometimes it does. During the summer, not nearly as bad. I have everything I want. I'm doing okay. I got a nice truck. I got a motorcycle. I got a boat. I own my own house. I have a garage. I get plenty of tools. I have a 3-tap kegerator. I have plenty of beer. I get everything I need. Yeah, Garrett, if wheels are leaking air, that's not good. Here you go, Ken. I brew my own beer because it's cheaper. OSO, I would be happy to give you advice, but I don't even take my own advice. I'm not surprised, Garrett. You know, I have a 91 Sportster, and I love the stock cast wheels on that thing, and they look almost brand new right now, even though they're 26 years old. I have 3 guys at work who are begging me to trade wheels with them, and I tell them all this. We'll see, Garrett. We'll see. What's up, MD Lee? Cheers, brother. I gotta hit the head again. I'll be right back, guys. I broke the seal. What can I say? Damn right, Rusted.
Ma sole mio, basta barocchio.
And I actually do have a friend who is an Irish tenor who sings all of the operas. Italian, Spanish. Holy shit, that dude can sing. Wow. If you guys are into opera stuff, and like if you ever like listen to any kind of opera music, go check out Brian Landry on YouTube. Look him up. Brian Landry. He's from Boston, Mass, or that area. Actually from Lynn. Holy shit, can that guy sing? Damn. It's like 10:30 and I still got 15 watchers? Yeah, I'm doing awesome. I love you guys. All right, Beer Stud, thanks for coming in. Yeah, I know, right, Garrett? Cheers, guys. Just sitting there listening so. It's okay, man. I still love you, bro. You're still good peeps. Nice, Garrett. She's like, who are you cheating on me with? Yeah. Is that Jake from State Farm? Hey, Jake from State Farm, what are you wearing? Khakis. She sounds hideous. Um, he's a guy. Come on, Garrett. You know you like Sinead O'Connor when she was bald. Or Britney Spears when she was bald. Mm. Damn right, Nick. Oh, also, I would love to prank somebody like that. Oh, Garrett, that's awesome. That's hilarious. Red polo shirt with the collar, the fucking cocky pants. Oh, yeah. See, I want to go to a Halloween party one of these days at some point in the near future as what the hell was his I want to go to a Halloween party as Alex from A Clockwork Orange. If you don't know who I'm talking about, look him up. Would you like some candy, little kids?
Ah, it, old man!
Nice. But seriously, I want to go to a Halloween party someday real soon as Alex from A Clockwork Orange. That would be awesome. And Nick, I'm not checking it out right now because, well, I'm live streaming. Just a thought. Which hangover guy also? The Asian guy popping out from the trunk? Nice. Just go to a fucking party naked. Who's there? Oh, how you reckon now, motherfucker? That'd be so fucking funny. I'll just go in like a flesh colored Speedo. I'll go in a flesh colored Speedo carrying a boombox, playing like porno music. Garrett, I may have done that more than once. In fact, I can remember one Halloween party in particular. I woke up in some bedroom naked. I didn't recognize the house I was in, and I was like, um, where am I and where are my clothes? Oh, I guess Russ Navarro's alive too. He is moving the shop and working in the yard, cleaning the house. Nice cat. 10.3 hours left of what? I don't know yet, Garrett. I know I'm going to ride this Sportster for probably at least a couple of years, and holy shit, that's a long fucking time. I know I'm going to keep riding this Sportster. I am going to keep it probably for. I'm probably honestly going to keep the Sportster. Period, because it's just not worth it selling it. I wouldn't get any money for it. Next bike, Grom would be kind of. I'm not really a big fan of the Grom, to be honest. I've ridden one and I've looked at one and they don't really do it for me. I don't know what it is. Let me see. What do I really want next? I've already had an Eliminator, although that would be a really cool bike to have again. I love the Eliminator. Don't get me wrong. Probably like I don't know, maybe an XR650L, like a dual sport. Yeah. Oh, so I got a tat. That was a Christmas gift from a very good friend of mine back in 2008. Yeah, I'm really a Kawasaki fan. I really, really like Kawasaki's. Welcome back, Sick with It. Oh, so did you see that tat good enough? Exactly, Garrett. I am not brand specific. I love motorcycles. And no matter what company it is, if they come out with a cool bike, I love bikes. Yeah. Oh, so I am so pale, I am like transparent. I'm a white motherfucker. If I was any whiter, I'd be clear. Exactly, Garrett. I keep trying to tell people this. I'm like, has every bike has an intended purpose. Yes, I brew pale ale too. Every bike has a purpose, and every manufacturer has a specific purpose that they tend to focus on. And I am not a brand Nazi. I whatever brand you like, they probably make a bike that I like. That's just the truth. buying buying a street glide instead of a Harley, instead of an altar for the twisty roads. Ha ha ha! If you're gonna ride twisty roads, what the fuck are you doing buying a Harley? Honestly, if you love riding twisty roads, buy yourself a supermoto. Just just saying. Yes, Marcello. He was riding that bike on Mulholland Drive in California. And that was a Dyna with 8 hangers. That dude fucking knows how to ride. Holy shit. Like he almost dumped that bike at least twice that I saw. Exactly. He was on a Dyna, but Garrett, remember, that dude was riding Mulholland Drive on a Dyna with 8 hangers. And not just mini apes, 8 hangers. Like he was fucking up here. That dude can fucking ride. Holy shit. Yes, Dynas can fucking turn. Those bikes can really handle. With 8 hangers, that's hard. That dude's got balls the size of cantaloupes. Dynas are great. Number one, they're versatile. Number two, they have a great power to weight ratio. Number three, they're easy to work on. And yes, sick with it. Sucker Punch Sally makes nice bikes. Dude, Suzuki Bandits are fucking legit, man. Those bikes are awesome. They get fucking huge power to weight ratio. Suzuki Bandits will fucking scream. One of the guys I used to work with at the Northampton location. That guy had a Suzuki Bandit 1200. He still has it, and he's had it at least since I started working there. That was 12 years ago. That bike fucking moves, and it will handle like crazy. If you want a bike that handles, do not get a C50T Boulevard. That's just a cruiser bike. If you want a bike that handles and you want a bike that really hauls ass, get a Bandit 1200. Garrett, I think those people are stupid. Because you could ask them the same question about any manufacturer. Hey, did Honda go to shit when it went to full fuel injection? Hey, did Yamaha go to shit when it went to full fuel injection? No. It has nothing to do with the induction system. It has to do with the overall motorcycle. Yeah, C50T's, it's a good bike. But if you're really going to be a corner carver, a C50T is not the bike you're looking for. And the reason I said that, where the hell was the C50T mentioned? Because there was something mentioned about, yeah, he mentioned a Bandit, and then immediately after that, he mentioned a C50T. Those are completely different motorcycles. They have totally different purposes. Oh yeah, the VL800 was a great bike, and the C50T is a great bike. They're both great bikes, and for the purpose they were designed for, they do everything they were intended for. Again, Garrett, it depends on the Harley. Because the C50T turns pretty good, and probably turns about as good as a Softail or a Dyna. But it doesn't turn as well as, say, like an XR1200, because it's a completely different motorcycle. That's exactly right, Colin. As I keep saying, every bike has a purpose. Every motorcycle was built for a specific purpose. And the bikes that were built for a purpose, they execute their purpose well. Stick with it. It depends on what you're talking about. If you're talking about diagnosing a Harley Davidson, it'll diagnose with the new update. It will diagnose a Harley up to a 2016 model year very well. That sounds about right, Garrett. Oh shit, motherfucker. What you talk about, sucker? Marcello, Harley Davidsons do not have an OBD connector. Harley Davidson has a proprietary connector, and they have a proprietary piece of software called Digital Technician that they use to diagnose and update their motorcycles. Snap-on's update 17.2 has Harley Davidson compatibility up to model year 2017. However, you have to purchase the connector kit that has the cables that plug into the two different connectors that Harley Davidson has that are both proprietary to that motorcycle. One of which works with their Magneti Marelli injection system, which was from 1996 to 2001. The other one works with the Delphi ignition fuel injection system, which runs from 2002 up to current model year. So, yes, you can use a Snap-on diagnostic scanner to diagnose Harley Davidson motorcycles up to model year 2016. Are they as good as a Harley Davidson? In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. Oh yeah, Marcello. Harley Davidsons have been fuel ejected across the board from 2007 up, and Harley has been running fuel injection systems on their motorcycles as early as 1996. Exactly, Garrett. A Ducati Scrambler off-road will work off-road, but a WR450 is so much more purpose-built to that specific design. And Garrett, one of the guys at my shop, one of the guys at my dealership, actually owns, I believe he bought an Ethos Pro or Ethos Edge, one of the two. He bought the best Ethos that they have with the new Snap-on update and the cable set, so that he can diagnose Harleys without having to wait, because we only have one digital tech for 5 technicians. That is also true, Gary. They did try fuel injection on Harleys way back in 23. It didn't work so well, but they tried it. You know, you got to give Harley something. You have to give it to Harley that they are always trying to innovate. Even if some of the things that they're innovating in have been on other motorcycles for a long time, they are still trying to innovate and bring things to the mainstream that may not necessarily be out there. Things that have probably been invented before but never made it to the mass market. Harley is always trying to bring that stuff to the mainstream, and they're trying to be leading edge as much as they can. Sick with it. I fail all the time. I am the definition of fail. World of Mopar in my live stream, motherfucker. What is going on, Justin Dow? You are Blue Wrench right out of the gate. Justin Dow, you know I love you, brother. So, Justin, you missed this earlier. It is almost the end of bike week, and I was talking earlier at the beginning of my stream. I was talking about what kind of week I have had, and one of the things that I mentioned was like customer service. You're gonna really like this one. Guys, just settle down for a second. I'm talking to Justin Dow for a minute because he was not in here. He missed this. So, one incident this week that happened today, this kind of describes my whole week, how we've been doing. Because, Justin, you know, I talked about the fact that my manager has been out since Monday. So it's been a difficult week. So today we had a guy come in from New York with a whole bunch of his brothers. They're all wearing the vests. They're all we're motorcycle clubbers. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But this one guy come in and he's got saddlebag, like he's got dealer installed saddlebag speakers that were supposedly installed like at the time of his purchase of the motorcycle. So he's like, oh yeah, they're covered under my warranty. And I look it up, and he's got an extended service plan. He's out of factory warranty, but he has an ESP plan. The parts were dealer installed, but they were not filed at the time of purchase or within 60 days. So they're not covered under his warranty. They're not covered under his extended service plan. So I told him this right up front. I said, look, this is what we're going to do. I said, if the stuff wasn't installed within 60 days of purchase, I said it's not covered under your warranty or your extended service plan. I said, let's bring the bike in. Let's find out what's going on. I said, depending on the amount of labor time my guy has into it, I can push it through with ESP. I said, I can probably get it covered. I can't guarantee anything. The guy's like, okay, man. He says, let's see what we can do. He says, if you can't cover it, I'm going to bring it back to my dealer and shove it down their throat. I said, okay, no problem. So we bring it in. We find out what's going on with the bike. This guy's never been here before. Bear in mind. So obviously, I'm giving this guy a hand out of the goodness of my heart because that's what I do. I'm good with our customers. So we help the guy out. We find out what's going on. We fix the problem. So he's got sound system. He's got a radio now. Riding all the way home to southern New York. He's like fucking 8 hours away. So we fix the guy's bike, and I tell him, look, I said, my guy doesn't have a ton of time into this. I said, I can get this covered under your extended service plan. I said, all you're going to owe us is the $50 deductible. And the guy says, my fucking dealership at home, he's like, I've spent a ton of money with those guys. I bought a bunch of bikes from them. I brought guys in and they bought bikes from them. He's like, fuck those guys. They're a bunch of fucking assholes. And I said, as soon as he said that, I'm like, well, I said, look, the next time you're looking at a bike, I said, the next time you want to buy a bike, I said, I know we're a long way away, but at least give us a thought, And the guy said, he said, the next time I'm in the market for a bike, or one of my buddies is, he said, you guys might be worth the extra trip. We're 8 hours away, and this guy is going to drive past 15 dealerships. And he is probably going to come to us to buy a motorcycle because of what I did today to help him out. And honestly, he only paid $28 less than he would have if he had paid full retail. But the fact that I got him in immediately, and I helped him out, and I told him I was going to take care of him, made all the difference. And that's how my whole week has been going. Trust me, it's been hard. This week has been very, very difficult. We have taken in a shit ton of bikes. We have picked up we're only a 15,000 square foot dealership, and we only have 2 guys that can pick up bikes. We have picked up probably, I want to say, 75 motorcycles this week for customers who are not normal customers. And we bring them in, and we help these guys out. They are not normal customers, but we help these guys out, and it makes a difference. Sick with it? I try, man. I really try. And one of the reasons that I can sell stuff to people who wouldn't normally buy stuff is because, as I tell people, here's the thing. It's not, for me, it's not the sale. I don't want the sale. I want your business. I want you to keep coming back to me. So I go out of my way to help people because I don't want them going to somebody else. I don't care if they're 8 hours away. I don't care if they have to drive 300 miles. If I can help these people and they come back to us and buy a bike because of me, that makes all the difference in the world. It's all about great customer service because not only will they come back, they'll tell their friends, and their friends will tell their friends, and their friends will tell their friends. Cheers, guys. That's true, Garrett. Not only that, but I even help customers who don't have Harley Davidson motorcycles, and they end up coming back and they'll buy a Harley Davidson motorcycle because of their experience with me. So it's not just about Harley customers, and it's not just about the Harley brand. It's about motorcyclists in general. I want customers who come into my if you come into my shop, that means you're my customer. That means I want to keep you as my customer. Believe me, sick with it. That means a lot. And it means more than most people think. One experience with one customer, even if they are a long way, even if this customer is 300 miles away, one experience with one customer can lead to as many as 20 new customers. You know, I used to work at a different store, and I had a customer who I've told some other guys who were in this chat, they heard me talk earlier. I had a customer who lived in southern Connecticut, which was over 3 hours away from us. And because of the experience that he had with me, he wouldn't deal with a dealership that was 20 minutes from where he lived. He would drive 3+ hours to come up to our dealership and he would deal with us because of the positive experience he had with me. That's the truth, Gary. If you fuck a guy over, 20 guys are not coming to see you. Plus. And here's the honest truth comes. Sales department sells the first motorcycle. Service department sells at least the next 3. Ask any guy that works in the service department, in particular on the service counter, they'll verify that information. You go to a dealership, you buy a motorcycle or a car, and if you deal with a service department, if you have an outstanding experience with a service department, you will continue to come to that dealership and you will send your friends there. Exactly, Ken. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sick with it. I need a refill on this ale. I also need to hit my bathroom. Kick a dead cat and hit a Harley shop. Ha 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 ha! I hear that, Garrett. Garrett, the nearest dealership to us, we own. The second nearest dealership to us, most people can't stand. The third nearest dealership to us, nobody can stand. Rusted, why not hit things? You, oh, Justin, you would really like honestly, honest to God, Justin, you would probably like a Dyna. I'm telling you, you would really like a Dyna Street Bob with a 2-up seat. You and Heather would fucking love that. Oh, Justin, fat boys are awesome. If I would, if it were me, if I were to have any motorcycle that, like, if I would, I know that, like, the Softail suspension is not the greatest suspension in the Harley world, but if I were to have my druthers, if I could buy any Harley Davidson I could afford, I would probably buy a Fat Boy Low. That bike is fun. Like, give me a Fat Boy Low, man. Fucking lowered Fat Boy, 200 millimeter rear tire. It's got the lowered suspension, 103 plus, like 103 HO engine, all blacked out. Fuck yeah, give me a Fat Boy Low in flat black. The Harley Davidson black denim paint. Ah, fucking love that bike. Yeah, give me a soft tail rocker. Fuck that thing. That fucking bike is the ugliest piece of shit. Fucking soft tail rocker. Oh, I'm a bloody rocker. Fuck that thing. This is bad. This is stupid. Yeah. The rocker has never looked cool. Just throwing that out there. Okay, I'm gonna hit the bathroom and I'm gonna get another short pour. I will be right back.
Nobody move! Do not move, my Blue Wrench Mafia.
MD Lee, I fucking love that movie.
Conan the Librarian.
I'm sorry, this book is a bit late. Yeah, I am back. Yeah, damn right, Justin. I'm having a good time tonight. Nice, Ken. Wheel of fish. We don't need no stinking badgers. I am probably going to be going to sleep pretty soon here, guys. I am pretty tired. But I have another short pour, not a full glass. One thing, however, I think is very hilarious. You guys have to see the top video that is in my list here underneath my chat window. You're gonna get a laugh out of this one. Let's see if that can. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Smart fix for thin hair. Right in the top of my video list. I'm like, fuck you guys. Yeah, thin is being a bit generous for me. Sick with it. It's not that hard, believe me. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Garrett. Again, my non existent hair is past fixing. Stick with it. When you figure it out, let us all know. We'll watch. Yes, Garrett, you need to start making videos. Like, soon. Cheers, Brother Justin. Matt G6 in the house. What the hell is going on, Matt? Matt, I got the Blue Wrench Mafia stickers. Those things are awesome, man. They're legit. If you guys haven't checked out Matt G6, he only has like one video so far. Everybody go subscribe to Matt G6. That dude needs your support. Cheers, Matt. Thanks for coming in, Matt. I appreciate your support, brother. You're awesome. Damn right. Everybody else here, go check out Rusted and Trusted. That guy's good. Sick with it. I haven't smoked in almost 20 years, and I am still going to hell. God damn. 20 past 11. Worked all day. Working tomorrow in the morning. I think I'm going to crash, guys. Cheers indeed, Justin. Thank you very much for coming in, brother. You know I love you. I think I'm going to go to crash, guys. I am going to bed. It is 20 past 11 here, and I worked all day, and I am working again tomorrow. It is the last weekend of bike week. I am fucking exhausted. I hope that you guys all have a great weekend. I will do another live stream within probably the next couple of days. I will see you guys all soon. I will have another video out soon. Hopefully, I'm going to have the Harley Davidson on the road again very, very quickly. I love all you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Keep it dirty side down. Have a productive day.